Sarge, are you going on an adventure? No, are you guys ready for an adventure? Well, I'm ready. What's up, you guys? Sarge the Boss here. Today, I'll be taking a look at the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Not the Lord of the Rings trilogy, the Hobbit trilogy. The Hobbit, The Unexpected Journey. So, guys, what is the Hobbit, The Unexpected Journey all about? Well, guys, I'll find out right now. Here we go. The plot is very simple. Cue off the music. So, guys, the plot is very simple. So, it's pretty much about Gandalf comes to the Shire and asks Bilbo. Oh, also, there'll be spoilers before I begin. So, pretty much, Gandalf comes to the Shire and asks Bilbo if he wants to go on an adventure. Bilbo's like, nah, I'm not built for adventure. No, heck no, I'm not. So, Gandalf officially fake signs him up, convinces him to join the Thorin's party. So, the main theme of the movie is pretty much about Thorin's company and trying to go to the Lonely Mountains to reclaim their homeland. Because dwarves got locked out of their home because Smaug, the dragon, took over the whole land. So that's what pretty much the whole plot of the movie is trying to get the homeland back. Because the prologue, it opens up with Thorin's family in the castle with all the riches and gold, and talk about how they found this the stone that rules them all, pretty much. Not the ring of power, obviously. It's a stone, but it's a really precious stone to them. So the house got blown to bits. The elves are almost like comrades at times, and the elves are not really comrades to the dwarves. Like, the dwarves are pretty much on the opposite spectrum of the comrades. So I'm talking about the prologue, because I really enjoyed how that progresses through the story. I thought it was really interesting. Elves as comrades, and then we have the orcs, which are the enemies of the dwarves, because they're the ones that get hunted the most. And the Ring of Power doesn't really exist till later on in the movie. Now you guys know what the whole plot is. I'll talk to you guys about some of my favorite elements of the movie. So, the movie opens up in the Shire, like I said. So, all the dwarves come in, and Gandalf pretty much has the counting of all the dwarves and making sure that everyone's here. And pretty much at the last minute, Bilbo signs the treaty, and he's off to the adventure. I thought it was really funny to see how the dwarves just like mess around. They're really messy eaters, and they're really immature of their age. Especially some of the younger dwarves. They ate all of Bilbo's food, which was really funny. Gandalf was funny. I love Gandalf in that scene. Just the whole moments in the Shire. It has to be one of my favorite moments in this franchise. I really enjoyed about this movie would have to be all like the friendships building on, like how Thorin treats him as the leader. It's almost like Leonardo, which was my favorite Ninja Turtle. He has more of a pity side because he's worried about the orc that he cut off his arm of. Because that's a big spoiler there. I really like Thorin. I say my favorite dwarf so far is Thorin and the guy who wears a hat. And I also like Keely too. Keely and Healy. I like those guys. They're really funny, which is really cool. So the quest goes up from, they also went to Rivendell, which is my favorite place in the Lord of the Rings. Place, saw it really fast. Well, Rivendell is a excellent, extravagant place for Lord of the Rings fans. It just say where all the elves are from, Legolas is from, which is cool. And also, it's up there because Gandalf has to ask a quick question about how do they read the map, and they open up with the moonlight, and that's where the journey begins. Gollum's in this movie as well. Gollum is played by Andy Serkis, which I have the wonderful poster of Caesar from Planet of the Apes playing over there. Finger, the Addams Family finger, Yep, there, right there is Caesar. Yep, so Gollum's in the movie as well. So the whole way that Bilbo meets Gollum is pretty simple. So all the so pretty much everyone's taking a evening's rest. And then the goblin, they fell through the middle of their cave they're standing in. And Bilbo somehow is exploring the tunnel, and he got lost. And he found Gollum singing one of his Gollum songs, which is really funny. And Gollum is just like doing whatever Gollum does best. 20 questions to escape the tunnel. So before that, Bilbo reaches out and finds a little ring, which is the Ring of Power. And he takes the ring, and he escapes. And I really like how Gollum was, like, messing around with him in his mind. Like, Gollum's about to eat someone. It was really funny. I think he's having orc for dinner that night, which is funny. It was really dark. Some of the scenes are very dark in this movie, and it was spectacular. I love The Hobbit. It's just an amazing movie. So also, Bilbo's role in this, he was only chosen because they're expert at sneaking into places. It really reminds me of Merry and Pippin, how they were portrayed in the Peter Jackson movies. The rest of the Lord of the Rings movies, especially I see a lot of Two Towers in this film, with Bilbo's story arc, because Bilbo is uneasy about things like orc packs, and his way he delivers the lines are just really intriguing. Didn't like about the movie? No, nothing I didn't like. It felt like a typical Lord of the Rings movie. There's not any really boring parts like the Fellowship, some of the tedious, boring talking. Sauron's in it, and he was only in there for a split minute, and he was really nice. He acts nice. So, you know him, he's just this jerk. He owns all the Mordor, but in the movie he was portrayed really respected, which is much the burglar, which is a weird role. He's never stole something in his life. Besides that ring of power, he found it at Finders Keepers. That's how it works in Lord of the Rings. There's one more thing before I close out the video. I like the big fat dwarf where he's eating all the food, which is really funny. I like how the dwarfs all take care of each other, because they're all trying to get back to the place that really begun, the Lonely Mountains. And the movie leads off when they saw the Lonely Mountains, where they left off. And all the dwarfs have these amazing stories and songs they sing together of this folktale music. It's a way it brings everything together. And this movie is just spectacular. And at the end of the day, I highly recommend you guys watch Lord of the Rings, watch The Fellowship of the Ring, and The Hobbit. The Hobbit is an amazing franchise. It's an epic story, an epic adventure that you never want to see come to an end. It's just a journey that never ends to me. It's just amazing, because all the movies end up where the last movie starts off. So if you want me to review Desolation and Smog, I would review it next, starting watching tomorrow, maybe get it up by the weekend, I'm not sure. It is an amazing franchise, guys. I'm hoping you guys did learn a little bit about Lord of the Rings, and I'm closing out the video now, right now. So hope you guys do like and subscribe, Such a Boss, for more videos like this in the future. And also, there's nothing I didn't like about the movie. It was excellent. I love all the CGI. I think the CGI was ahead of its time. Other than that, I'm out of here, and thanks for watching. Bye.